And good afternoon, and you are listening to the St. Michael Show. And let's get right into it. So, it's probably been about like 3 or 4 days since I made an episode, and quite frankly, I had to take some time away to rest, man. Um, with all the new changes and new things that have been happening in my life as of late, um, I feel like Spirit has been telling me to rest. Um, so that's what I did. I mean, I didn't get as much rest as I would like to this weekend, of course, because it was my daughter's birthday on the 4th of July. So Um, I spent a lot of time mentally preparing for that and like physically preparing for that on the day, like getting the cake, preparing the day, getting all the fireworks, just everything that day entailed, and balancing a bunch of female emotions because I do have, I mean, if you know, I do have 4 daughters, so um, balancing all of those emotions on a consistent basis, um, it has its it has its times where it can be difficult because these are 4 completely different personalities and emotions. So some, like I said, some days are better than others. Some days they're willing to take in what I'm saying. Some days it's just like, yeah, no, But they're young, so I get it, I understand. But um, yeah, it's crazy because I intended to record an episode on Peyton's birthday and the day after, but it didn't work out that way. Um, but I did record a bunch like from like the fireworks and things like that. Saying happy birthday and stuff like that. So I do have like clips of that stuff, so I will upload that along with this video as well. But I want to get into the main reason I'm even doing this episode, because um, it's kind of it's tough. It's tough for me to say, and I didn't think that things would be moving along as fast as they're moving along. But when you are called, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and yeah, God opens doors that no mortal can close, and it's kind of crazy that I say that because at work today, the door handle just broke off, like randomly just broke off. No door handle. So now I can't shut the door because if I shut the door, I'm locked in, which is weird. And then I know it's just crazy because I just last week, I was coming in telling you guys, how transferring over into social services and things like that. But I'm kind of like teetering the fence if I even really want to, you know, speak on it, because I know I'm being watched. I didn't know how much I was being watched until um, I started having certain conversations with people and just not posting for 3 or 4 days. People was like, "Hey, like when are you posting again? Like when is the next episode?" And I'm like, "Wow, like, people are really they are into it." And I had no idea that people were paying as much attention to me as they were, even if they don't comment, even if they're not sharing, even if they're not liking. People are watching. So whatever it is that um, you're doing, and you feel like it's going in vain, or you feel like it's not moving as fast as you would like, consistency is the key. Um, Anything you do consistently, you'll eventually become good at it. That's a fact. Because when you start doing anything, like when I started podcasting, right, I was terrible. I was horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know which direction I wanted to go in. I didn't know um, about the group of people that were going to take a liking to the content that I was producing. Um, but as time progressed, I stopped worrying about all of the small stuff because I feel like I have a calling, and I don't feel like you know it's going to be something that I have to like research or go do much homework on because all of the things that I'm telling you guys are things that all of us know. Um, as far as we are abundant beings, as far as our ability to create, as far as uh, the other senses that they won't tell you about. I mean, that they don't tell you about. Of course, we know up to 5, but they truly are 15 senses: physical, mental, and spiritual senses that uh, quite frankly, are hidden on purpose. Um, Life is a lot about connecting the pieces because when you come into the world, you already know everything that you're supposed to know and do, your name, everything, your purpose, all that. But the pieces to the puzzle are purposely spread far apart. And if you aren't seeking those pieces or seeking who you are, you will never find the pieces. You will never find the pieces if you aren't looking for them. Because spirit knows. Spirit knows. That's one thing that is for certain. Spirit knows. Like, that's called clairvoyance. So if you ever had, those moments of like deja vu and certain times, I feel like I've been with you. And you feel a familiarity, that's the spirit trying to tell you something about a time or place that you are around, because the spirit knows where you are geographically as well. And there's nothing new under the sun. So I'm saying all of this to say, when you come into this world, your base vibration is love. Hate is taught. Fear is taught. Guilt, all these emotions that don't serve our highest good are purposely taught to deter our soul's purpose and mortal satisfaction. Like, it's crazy because I was going to like gracefully transition into my research and the findings and the things that I have, but quite frankly, it doesn't make any sense to play in y'all's face, right? Because at the end of the day, if I'm here to be light and I'm here to enlighten people and show people, like, that light at any point in life can be ignited at will. And that goes for anybody. Like, I ain't come here to be a role model or nothing like that. I want to get that. I want to get that firmly understood. I didn't come here to be a role model. I came here truly to inspire you to be who you already are. And that's God. Generator, operator, and destroyer. Period. Peace.